I'm on the outside.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Keith K-Bomb. We're playing another episode of Learning About Minecraft, a series where you learn all about the history of the game you play every day. Now just to recap what we did last episode, all this wonderful stuff, which, the grass, cobblestone planks, the Steve, or human mob as it's called, and, just to let you know, I didn't actually say this last episode, but, if you press G on your keyboard, it spawns in this human mob, and there's no Steve. We were not, well, we are, this is what it looked like. We just walked around with no arms. So, we also learned Minecraft's named for a bunch of stuff. We also have, we were left off, textured water and textured lava, and the sapling. Now we go over, start showing a little bit here, to the classics phase, which was, expanded from May 16th, where we left off before, through May to December 22nd of the same year of 2009. So in 0.0.9a, which was on May 16, 2009, the game was actually released to the public as Minecraft, so it never changed from there on out, the name. So I was last to hear of the name changing, because once it's out to the public, it's always going to be that same name change. Then in the next version, 0.0.12a, May 20th, 2009, the actual water and lava were released instead of the textures is now the actual source of liquid. And there's also bedrock, Bedrock is also added as well. Nice to know this, Now that the question that you could ask is, did water and lava flow the way it does now? Probably not. Probably some glitches. At this point in time, probably some glitches. Then we go over here, there's a lot of stuff. 0.0.14a_01. Released just, 8 days? 8 days. Keep in mind, only keep in the stuff that's been added in. What's been added in are the clouds, sand, gravel, gold ore, iron ore, coal ore, logs, leaves, and a new structure called a tree. This is actually considered a structure, but as you all know, trees are no structures, they're just plants. No buildings, just a plant. So now, the multiplayer test. This whole section right here, I should say, these, 3 different things that happened were all the prior updates. They're all the actual classic phase, but also in the classic phase, there's also 2 more tests called the multiplayer and survival test. But you can count this as, the update that before these tests, So the multiplayer test was a test that lasted from June 1st to June 20th, just 20 days. So, on June 3rd, or 0.0.15a_02, on June 3rd, the chat. Now, all this stuff is about, like I said, the chat, other unique things that, multiplayer-wise, even in single player, these multiplayer features is what makes the game work, as you will see soon enough. So, over here, on 0.0.16a_02, on June 10th, 7 days after that one, is unknown. This update's actually unique because I added this in because it's mysterious and I don't know what can be added. What if it's the update where Herobrine was added in, even though it says unknown? What if, a theory, what if? Just, it's mysterious. I don't know why they named it unknown. The update was unknown. That's what it said. Nothing's added in or removed. It just says unknown. But let's move on from that. Then we go on 0.0.18a, released on June 14th, 2009. Custom skins. So, this is added in. Custom-made skins. This is custom-made. My skin's custom-made. Custom-made skins were released on this early. So that's nice to know. 0.0.18a. These things, you see recurring thing here with the numbers as well. Moving on. Oh boy. 0.0.19a on June 20th, 2009. This is added in sponge, glass, and they removed cobblestones because of the lack of space in UI.
Say what?
No! I'm dead.
Sunday's not going to be happy with this. He's not. He's not going to be happy. But don't worry, Sunday. Because we go over here to the next version, 0.0.28 on June 20th. Same day as this one, just released 2 versions at the same day. The hotbar was added in, cloth, which is actually wool in nowadays, roses, which are now poppy in modern times, yellow flower, or dandelions, the red and brown mushrooms, block of gold, and the re-added cobblestone. Yay.
Yes.
That's good. Cobblestone. Cobblestone is life, according to Sunday's book, but now we move on to the survival test, which lasted from August 4th to December 22nd. The reason I'm doing this is because you don't see anything, but it doesn't matter now. We'll see you in a second, but the survival test lasted from August 4th to December 22nd of 2009. So it lasted pretty decent time to the end of this. On 0.24_02 on August 14th, 2009, the zombie and the skeleton were added with random armor. And they didn't look like this, the skeleton didn't have a bow. And just to let everyone know, I'm playing 1.11.2, so this is, all the mobs look what they do now, but back then they looked, skeleton had no bow, like I said. The zombie, probably a little bit slightly changed textured, but I'm not too sure on that. Then we go over here to 0.24_03, which released 4 days. 4 days, this is August 14th, this is August 18th of 2009, the health spot and fall damage. So this is the time when, players take fall damage from high heights. And health bar, so now we lose health. But there's still no hunger. Remember that, no hunger. Hunger didn't exist yet, so you had to, yeah, I'm pretty, wait, let's go back in time. Where apples existed. Apples did not, well, there's red and brown mushrooms, so now we have that. I'm not sure if apples, well, we'll get there. 0.24_05 on August 22nd, 2009, the pig was added. And fun fact, originally the pig was modeled as a creeper. Yes, it's true. If you didn't know by now, the pigs were modeled as a creeper. They really had the creeper look, and they were considered pigs. And also, when the pigs were actually textured, they were cross-eyed. So, instead of the eyes they had now, their eyes were like opposite, like the blackness was in that spot. To that square, and it looked really funny. It looked really weird, and it looked pretty funny. It said now, I actually laugh at the pigs still, because they look at them, look at their face, look at their face, it's funny. You want to say it's funny? Moving on. 0.24_06, August 25th, what the hell happened here? Why didn't I, finish this? You can hold breath underwater for 15 seconds. That's one thing. I think this is saplings, grow in the trees, and this is leaves that, they decay, the saplings fall off with decaying leaves. So I don't know why I didn't finish this. I guess I was rushing here, or I was tired, but I remember that. Those two. Those are factual evidence. Now we go over to 0.24_07, August 28th, 2009. Now, this is when your arm is shown when nothing's enhanced, so this, my arm. And it also has custom skin, so your custom skin that you just made with arm, you can see his arm. Arm swings when you click your mouse, which you just showed, and mobs hurt you. That's bad. Mobs hurt you. That's really damaging. What am I even saying? Okay, moving on. 0.24_survival_test, released on August 34th, 2009. This is released the creeper, the first creeper. You know how I said the pigs modeled after the creepers? Well, that was something that was an upcoming event, because after Nox realized that this model, it looked like a pig. It looked like a pig. This model, he realized, hey, let's make a new mob out of this, and this is Creeper, the iconic face of Minecraft, which at the time was just a new mob, and Nox released it. But it didn't look like this, it was light green, or something like that, and creepers exploded on impact. So they didn't, all it did was just explode on impact, just a troll. And also arrows were added. This is the coolest thing I found out. If you press tab, and arrows fire, but this was way much slower than firing a bow. Because bows were, you could say they were added in, but when you had arrows in your inventory, you could just press tab, and instead of chat showing up, or the tab, of all players online, if you're in a single player world, or anywhere else, at that time, arrows shoot out, and it was, the recharge was much slower, is what this is trying to say. So we go on to 0.26, Survival Test 4, October 22nd, 2009, and all it is rain. So, hooray, rain, you arrived in this version. Yeah. Hooray, rain. All added. Now go over to 0.26, Survival Test 9, October 24th, 2009. Released mossy cobblestone, TNT, iron blocks, bookshelves, boop boop. I didn't mean to place boob shelves there. brick blocks and obsidian. I did not mean to place boob shelf. Whoops. I'm not going to replace that even. I'm just going to leave that there. I don't have time for this. Survival Test 9, released the boob shelf. Moving on. I haven't said that a billion times already. Moving on again. 0.27, Survival Test 10. I released on October 24th, 2009. Release a spider. And you players start with 10 TNT, which is really destructive, I assume, since creepers were added. They're like, yeah, let's get that TNT in. I think, like, in order to activate TNT, you just punch the block and it blows up. I guess like this fun little destruction update or whatever. Blowing up spiders, yeah. People hate spiders, you just blow them up. That's what the audience is towards. Now go over to 0.27, Survival Test 11, October 25th, 2009. Near Halloween time, and a sheep was added. Spooky sheep. Look at the face swell. I bet you were cross-eyed as well. No, it wasn't. And fun fact, originally if you punch a sheep, you get wool. Like 3 wool, instead of using shears. Because again, shears were not invented yet. So, or they were not added in. So the wool was just popped out of sheep when you punched it. But the problem is that when you eat, sheep don't eat the grass and gain wool. They don't do that. So it's really no point of punching a sheep, because after you punch the sheep and get the wool, there's no point. You have to kill the sheep then, get new sheep. It's this annoying process. That's what it was. So, yeah. Poor sheep. But on 0.28, October 27th, 2009, creative mode was updated. Left click removes blocks and right click adds blocks. So the way we add blocks today, we left click, or depending on what you are, if you're one of the people that have the opposite where you left click to break to add blocks and right click to the opposite of this. And that's about it. I mean, that's all of the classic phase. And, there's also like 200 versions, but those versions are sort of like they added in stuff but then removed it. Now I'm just the timeline specifically for stuff that's added in and stayed added in. So, how do you enjoy it? Rain. Rain. I hate the rain. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Hope this video actually made sense to you guys. Because, you know, the classic phase is sort of a phase where it's really like time where they done updates. So if you actually had the game in 2009, say it in the comments, because, you know, it's really interesting, you know. Show me, like, videos or screenshots of this, because, I mean, I've seen a few, but then again, I really want to see them for myself, your point of view. Especially with the 10 TNT, I want to see what that looks like. And if any of this information is wrong to you, please comment down below saying what's wrong so I can correct it on the timeline. And I'll make sure, especially the boob shelf. So guys, like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Especially this, you know, because this is information. Facts. Alright? These are factual evidence here. You look it up yourself. It's correct. Unless, like I said before, anything's wrong, please comment down below. So, before I make this video any longer, just do what I said before. I don't know why I keep repeating myself. Goodbye, everyone. So long. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. What's wrong with me today? Goodbye.